Hello, my name is XONEVANT. Today is Monday, January the 5th, and today we're going to be talking about Dishonored. I want to give you guys my first impressions of this game before you guys see my entire playthrough, so let's get right into it on today's Daily Dose. So from the first day that we started this YouTube channel, you guys have been, flooding my inbox, flooding my comment section with games that you guys want me to play. And I'm looking at them right now, actually. They're up on my screen. Crackdown, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim. I mean, they're just up here, right? Borderlands 2, I'm looking at them. These are all games that I'm going to eventually play on the channel. But the one that's about to get played right now, baby, is Dishonored. Now, what's crazy about this commentary that you're about to listen to is right now it is actually December where I live. It's 2014, but when you guys listen to this, it's probably going to be the first or early second week of January, because that's when I'm going to start editing and posting what I'm about to play. And the reason why I've done this is because I wanted to do a first impressions video, but obviously I've only got so much time to play the game because I'm in the busiest season of my work schedule right now. So I kind of had to go ahead and play the game now and do the first impressions video now, right, the commentary, because obviously I'm about to sit down here in a second and complete this game. I plan on just marathoning it out, so it's going to be a weird commentary. It's kind of some crazy Inception commentary, but I actually just got through the prison section of the game. If you've played it before, you know what I'm talking about, so I'm not too deep into it yet, but I have... I know what's going on in the game. I know why I know the plot point, I guess, if you will. And, I have killed a couple of enemies and did a little bit of stealth and all that kind of stuff. So I understand where the gameplay mechanics are going. Now, obviously, there's probably tons left for me to do in the game. And there's probably more, gameplay mechanics that are going to come up a little bit later on. But so far, guys, I have to say, this game is nothing short of epic. And I've only played, like I said, a very small amount of it, but I'm having a freaking blast with just the part that I've played so far. So unless this thing just takes a huge nosedive, right, we're in the money on this one. And so far, you guys are batting 1,000, right? You've never, every game that I've ever had on my list that I've played on the channel, Red Dead Redemption, all those games, right? Those are all games recommended by you guys, have not disappointed, not one bit. So at some point, it's probably, the streak is going to get broken at some point, right? But for right now, you guys are just swinging for the fences, bro. And I couldn't be more excited about playing the rest of this game. So now this is an older game, right? So the first thing that I look for when I play older games, even though I'm not really too much of a graphics guy, because I come from the retro days where everything looked a bit ugly, if you know what I'm saying. People were really limited on what they could put in games. I do look for that, right? I do kind of say, hey, I wonder how these graphics are holding up. And these graphics are holding up pretty good, right? This is what, well, by the time you guys listen to this commentary, it'll be 2015. So I think this game came out in 2012. So it's, we'll just say 2 to 3 years, right? Depending on the months and all that kind of stuff. And it's holding up pretty well. Like, the graphics are really good, right? Stealth is good. Combat is good, and that's the reason why I like this game, because I can already feel that I can really make those choices. I can just go through the game just running and gunning and killing and doing what I got to do, or I can be stealthy and it takes me a while to get them. And I love that, man, because one thing that's lacking with games these days is replayability. And I'm serious. Like, if it wasn't for trophies and achievements, I don't even know if I would replay games that much. And that's going to be a whole nother commentary that I'm going to be doing a little bit later on in the Daily Dose. We're going to talk about replayability and trophies and achievements, but I really don't think I would play back through too many games if there wasn't something for me to do, right? But I think with this game, even if there was no trophy and achievements, if it was just the game, right, I think I would replay it. At least what I've seen so far, right? And I don't know if the game's going to be good at the end or not, but from what I've played so far, I can definitely see there being, paths, different ways that I can take out areas and that sort of thing. And so that definitely adds to the replayability of it. And in my book, that makes a really good game. Now, another thing I really like about this game so far is it feels a lot like BioShock, which is a very fun game. I love that franchise, but it feels a lot like that. And it also has that, I guess it has a little bit of maybe Fallout mixed into it because you're scavenging and picking up stuff as you go through the level, right? That sort of thing. It's just a great blend of those two gameplay mechanics, right? That I really like. And I know right now that I have, well, I've picked up a gun in the first level, right? I got a gun and a sword, which is pretty cool. So I have the ability to use two different things, right? And here's what I mean by that. Most of the time in first-person games, you just get a gun, right? That's it. You can lob a grenade every now and again, but you just get a gun and that's it. I like the whole, you've got a gun in your left hand and a sword in your right hand. I like that, baby. Ooh, I like that. There's something about that. In fact, the first time I played BioShock for the first time, that's the first thing that I noticed, and I was like, ooh, this is nice, because it's a first-person game, but there is a dynamic there, right? That's fresh, that's new to me, right? And this one seems to have the same thing going on, right? And that's cool to me. Oh, I love it, baby. Oh, ooh, I can't tell you. Like, my foot right now on the ground is literally bobbing up and down because I'm looking at my controller, right, which I just put down, and I can't wait to jump back into it, guys. And I'm telling you, that's a good sign, right? When a game can get you that excited in the first 10 minutes, it's time to dance, baby. The graphics are good, the audio is good, the dialogue is good so far, right? So far, so good. So I don't really have anything negative to say about it, guys. I'm pumped up about playing it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that... Oh, here's the one thing that I worry about with this game, and all games that I play, right, is I do not want the climax or the plot points of the game to be predictable. So I kind of, based on that first little sequence, I kind of know what's going on in terms of where I am in the story, right? The setup, if you will. But I can also, just because I've seen a lot of movies and played a lot of games, I can also see how I can predict the ending right now. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if what I'm thinking in my head is actually going to happen in the game. And I hope it doesn't. Man, I hope this game comes out with a twist. Ooh. If it does, guys, we are in the money. But that is my first impressions of this video game. It's a hybrid of what I like about those other franchises that I mentioned earlier. It's got the stealth. I can play stealthy. I can play, you know, going in there just guns blazing, killing everybody. I can play however I want to. Now, I don't know how linear this game's going to be. I know that first little section was very linear. But I don't know if that's because it has to be, because it was kind of more of a tutorial, or if it's going to branch out and let me do whatever I want to do later on. I'm not sure. But I hope that I hope that I'm able to just run around and do whatever I want to do, right? That's going to be epic. And if the game does that, guys, we are so in the money, son. So I've got to go, guys. I got to cut this commentary short. Your boy is excited, son. So it's Christmas here, baby, right? So it's time for me to spread that Christmas cheer to myself. I haven't played a game, guys, in a month, over a month. So my leg is shaking. It's time to get back on this game. That's my first impressions of Dishonored. So far, so good. I will see you guys when we do my personal play. Like I said, you're probably watching this sometime in the first week or early second week of January. So episode 1 is going to be going up soon after you hear this commentary. And I will see you guys then. But I'm about to pick up these sticks and play me some more Dishonored, guys. I'll see you in the next one. You guys be good. There will be enough time to rest when you're dead. For now, it's time for games. I will train you to work in your sleep. You guys have a good one. I'll see you right back here tomorrow.